It goes to mature. Alright, that is gonna definitely have Resident Evil. E3 exclusive. E10 to M. Capcom. The yo-yo company that we have been loving and hating all within the same years.
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase.
Oh no.
I'm your host Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer.
Yeah, see?
As we walk through the latest
The three main, it's a big three right now.
We'll hear
And a little, oh, I see Street Fighter a little bit.
Share some news from the world of Monster Hunter and get the latest on Ace Attorney.
Yeah, there they are.
Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So
Updates.
What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village.
That's
the
one.
Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans. Another time. Bye-bye. There's nothing to fear.
Uh-oh.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
Wait. No. Oh, whoa.
What up? You ready to cry like yesterday?
Hey, come on. At least we know what we're in for the most part, right?
I mean, I don't think we do. I expected some Final Fantasy content yesterday.
Okay, so here's what I am expecting. Resident Evil, Ace Attorney, and what do you call it? Monster Hunter.
Mega Man 012 or 5. I mean,
All right, our Avers.
yeah, I'm at work and I just have the fucking E3 presentation playing on my TV at work. So if I have to randomly hang up, because I got a customer.
All right. By popular demand, development has just started. In addition,
They weren't already developing DLC?
I'm like, weren't they not? I was like, I figured they were.
I mean, it says that they just started.
I'm like, they just started.
That can't be right. They have to have been working on some shit. Oh, hey, Monster Hunter. Stuff I care about.
Oh, you know what? That's fast. That's fine. At least it's not a 20 minutes of Resident Evil.
If I have to look at fucking knockoff Star-Lord one more time.
Somebody said he was a skinny James Corden on my chat.
He looks like, oh god, what was it? Somebody compared a picture of, like, the Star-Lord from the video yesterday to, like, some fucking anime character, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, I thought you were about to say Adam ruins everything, and I was like, well, shit.
Okay, I don't care so much about this Monster Hunter. Is this a new game or is it a re-release?
It's a sequel to a DS game.
Yeah, I know this. I know the Stories was on the DS, but I don't know if this was a.
I think.
Was it just Stories 1?
Yeah, I think this is a new one.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't. It looks too good to be like an upscale or like a re-HD, whatever the fuck. It looks like an actual, either a new game or a full-on remaster. So.
Mm.
You were given Red's kinship stone, and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
Oh god damn it! The monsters are so cute. I hate it. They shouldn't be cute. I want to not feel bad about killing the monsters.
Many people believe connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
Oh wow, the presentation is very different. This is anime as fuck.
Brrrah.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you
Ev-
control them?
Is that dude riding a Tigrex?
Monsters help riders
Wow.
of their own will.
Interesting.
And the bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
I think there's more cutscene in this one trailer than there is in the entirety of Monster Hunter Rise.
Riders can bond with monsters.
Like, I really think there's only like a couple of minutes worth of cutscenes in that game entirely.
They have the power of kinship. Their friends,
Like,
their monsters.
you can view them whenever, right?
Of everyone
The
they
cutscenes for introducing the monsters.
Yeah,
My friends here taught me
I'm talking about actual story cutscenes.
Yeah.
believe in the strength of humanity.
But also, even with the monster introductions, I still think it's less.
Stories too. Wings of Ruin.
Whoa, free title updates?
Yes.
Oh, you can ride dogs.
MSN,
Okay.
this is live.
I was wondering if you could ride dogs.
Can you pet your dog?
That is some mega anime bullshit.
So what kind of RPG would this be with in comparison?
Say what?
What kind of RPG would this be in comparison with? Because I don't know if most people know this. RPGs are different from each other.
Well, yeah, you got action RPGs, turn-based RPGs, whatever weird hybrid of RPG that like Kingdom Hearts is. You know?
Is this like a take turn or?
Well, this would be an ARPG, action RPG, which is what basically like your two main categories are turn-based and action RPG. Whereas action RPG is real-time combat. You know, like technically the Avengers game is an ARPG because you have role-playing elements and like boosting the stats.
What are you talking about? That's a beat 'em up. You just mash.
Right, but it's still it's considered an RPG because you're equipping, you know, stats and stuff like that. Like you're fucking with numbers.
Ah, yeah, it's like Virgin Airline.
But yeah, so I mean, I don't know.
Collaboration.
I think a lot of games could be called RPGs, but I don't know. It all depends on who you talk to.
Calamity Ganon collab. Let's go. I don't know.
Yeah, I would be hyped for that actually. I know we're getting crossovers stuff between the two Monster Hunter games.
Ah, yeah.
Rathalos is no grunt. Moon's blessing emerge. Get ready.
Hey.
Good feeling. What will it be? Moon's blessing emerge.
Oh, that's just funny. You can dress as them.
Fashion victim.
3.1. What the hell?
Whoa. New rampage. Okay.
Fooled in the flooded quest.
Oh, I hate fighting that Gosferat. Black leather leggings. You can dress up like the merchant. Amazing. Fucking stupid. Oh man, this hype ass update, we got black leather pants and sunglasses.
Woo!
Oh, I gotta go.
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan. With all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Told you.
North American and European future attorneys will finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolved, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
Please don't re-show the trailer though. Show me new stuff. Show me new stuff. It's winter. That's good enough. No, okay, that's a train. That's not.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events
Steampunk.
led to this curious murder.
Steampunk Herlock Sholmes.
Sherlock Sholmes. You must have heard of him.
Team up.
Let us engage in the art of deduction with Mr. Naruhodo.
Investigate the scene of the crime.
What have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination.
He stuck the chat. Scoundrel.
Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Battle of the prosecution.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage.
Oh my gosh. He looks like a villain. We won!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Who's that? That was not the Japanese one.
So we have 10 new cases and 8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look at 2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I'm
Forms
like,
of deduction and summation examination.
she sounds so excited for this.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager.
Hi,
for
John.
Ace Attorney Chronicles.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
God, I can't believe people have the nerve to like walk in here and ask me for shit like it's a fucking store.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new
Wow.
gameplay
Nerve.
features.
The fucking nerve of these people.
And summation examination coming to the Ace Attorney series.
What is this, Ace Detective? I looked away from it.
Ace Attorney Chronicles.
But it's not Phoenix Wright.
It's
Is it? Yeah, that is not. That is Sholmes. His name is Sholmes. Are you?
Herlock
kidding me?
Sholmes.
I hate it. I hate it. I'm so mad. I'm gonna shit.
It's Phoenix Wright's descendant. We're in London.
Herlock will proceed to present his logic
Where
and reasoning
does Phoenix Wright
spectacular,
take place in a
grandiose,
country?
yet flawed series of
United.
Just assumed that it's Japan, or
I forget. I think it's like United States of Japan or something.
oh my god,
It's fictional. Kyle Woodwin's
Like-
prequel is an understatement.
like this, like the city of San Francisco.
Hold on, let me look up where it takes place.
United
Phoenix
States of
Wright
Japan.
setting.
Yeah, location, whatever.
Okay, it depends because like they localize it to America, but it's Japan in Japan, so it's like whatever.
Okay, so it's just whatever country you're playing it in, that's where it takes place.
Yeah. So far they said they're gonna show off like 2 gameplay aspects. The Herlock Sholmes half.
Herlock Sholmes? That's not his real name, is it?
That's his name. That's what it says.
I fucking hate it. His first name is Herlock. Can someone kill me?
As players present new evidence and observations, Herlock will amend his deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance of deduction.
So more deductions, logic, and detective stuff.
These types of games just play like they look too visual novel for me to get into.
They have a gameplay option where you don't have to play, you could just watch.
But I want game in my video game.
You can have your game, you can just have the option to not have game now.
Look, man, if I wanted to play an entertaining game with a fun gameplay loop that also has visual novel aspects, I'm gonna just play Persona. Or like any hentai game. So is your assistant boy named like Knotson instead of Watson?
Players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of
Like the main character you're playing is Naruhodo, which is Phoenix Wright's name in Japan.
1 black, representing a guilty verdict, and 1 white, representing a not
Van Sykes.
Summation, examination. Take the stand to face off against the jurors.
He looks like a vampire.
All of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
I don't like how that one juror is just casually throwing a knife in his hand while sitting up on the like, jury stand. There's probably a rule against that, right? Like, put that knife away, dude.
Yeah, but look at Naruhodo. He has a sword.
Contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
I mean, the sword is one thing because it's away and like on his hip. This dude on the jury is just literally flipping a knife around in his hands like a D&D rogue. Ridiculous.
So they're taking the crossover part of the Phoenix Wright series where they worked with what do you call it, Professor Layton, where they had a juror thing.
You might just change their minds.
Oh, okay.
So that
I don't think the jury. I've never played a Phoenix Wright game, but I don't think the jury is like ever been individual characters, right? It's just a bunch of people, like indiscriminate faces.
They are characters, for more or less.
Oh, were they? Okay, I thought they were just a bunch of, like, no-face, you know, background characters, but maybe I'm wrong.
No. The only time they ever did that is like the Apollo Justice series.
Okay.
And that's when they were trying to integrate a jury system.
I should really just stop pretending I know what I'm talking about.
New adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom. But what about esports?
Capcom esports? What the fuck is a Capcom esport?
Street Fighter?
Besides Street Fighter.
Marvel? If they had...
Is Has Marvel Infinite been at any tournaments in the last, like, 3 or 4 years?
I don't think it took off after the year it got released.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I guess I would assume their only esports game that I know of is Street, unless they're coming out with a new one.
Commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious. Host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it, and I think that's the perfect word to describe.
You know what they need to make? And I honestly don't remember if it was Capcom that made this game, but I think it was. Did you ever play Rival Schools on the PS1?
I think one of the Street Fighter characters is from that. One of the newest
yes,
DLCs.
one of the DLC
Akira?
characters.
I think that's her name?
Chick. She's a chick with like a camo shirt.
Yeah. She has a jacket tied to her hip.
Yeah. She's like got like a motorcycle helmet. Yeah. She's from Rival Schools. But Rival Schools is a really fucking fun like 2D fighting game.
Kyle says he wants a new Darkstalkers.
It was a 3D fighting. It was like kind of a it was like similar to Virtua Fighter and Tekken, how you had like the three-dimensional steps.
Yes.
And like ring outs and stuff. Some stages had ring outs, but it was a tag team fighter, and you could do like these crazy super moves if you had like the two characters from the same school on your team.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just had a heal, and it was broken because you could just come in, assist, and heal like half your health bar. Oh, I gotta run.
All right.
So behind me, you can see in all of its glory the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage. That's a place that you are very
I didn't think they were gonna talk about esports. You know what? I should have seen that coming. I thought they were just gonna talk about games. I gave them too much credit.
Going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we can expect for 2021.
And Bago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check out the VODs for all the competitive betting.
I agree, Kyle. I agree. I was like, oh no, I didn't think they're gonna talk about this. I might as well just work on fixing my camera. Hold on. I want to play with some stuff. 48. Let's make this 0.
Street Fighter League is something that you don't want to miss because normally we only have 1v1 content, but now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just about you anymore.
Look for more news on Street Fighter League later this year.
It's Oki time. What's gonna happen? Nice. He checks it. He checks the movement. What's happening?
It's so good.
That's just gonna give people seizures. I'd rather not do that.
Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for their place in the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour.
No, replace the image color?
100%. I mean, of course.
Oh, yo, I like that. Changing of color.
You do not want to miss some of the best Street Fighter V players in the world compete head to head.
Better Street Fighter. I dare you!
This is a game about being a world warrior.
Obviously, they got a rivalry.
I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives of so many people here.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. I told you it's gonna go to the limit. It ain't playing to the beat.
This is the ultimate Street Fighter V experience. This is Capcom Pro Tour.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't
Please don't tell me that's it.
Remember to check out Capcom Fighters
No,
Twitch and YouTube
please don't tell me
channels
that's
for more information
it.
and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom.
No, honey,
Let's recap what we all saw.
sweetie.
Resident Evil Village.
Okay,
is
how's
back.
Glitch looking
The
here?
latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th.
It's actually all right.
We have
I'll turn it off for now, though. I'm sad that I'm right. I'm sad that I'm right. I have never been more sad that I was correct about what they were planning on. Bro, I'm so sad that I was right about Capcom doing exactly what I said and nothing else. But I was like, what else are they gonna do besides these? Oh, they did it again. I wanted to believe.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You absolutely build a fortress, right, around your emotions. You build this barrier around yourself to protect yourself in these situations, to hopefully cushion the blow. Where you know that nothing's gonna happen, right? You know that they're already telling you that nothing's gonna happen.
I know.
You are fully emotionally prepared for the chance that anything that's going to be announced
I know.
established well-known information and almost nothing new.
I know.
Still, when it happens, it still hurts. It's still insanely painful.
Oh.
To know that there's so much absolutely amazing sick shit that could exist, but it doesn't.
I know.
What I'm genuinely curious about, why did they spend so much money to be at E3 just to reinstate things that almost all of us already knew?
You're right.
What?
They paid for an E3 lineup?
We already knew about. So it's just like it's a recap. What?
You're right, they did pay for this.
Right? Very, very weird.
Oh.
Thank God for the Elden Ring.
Elden Ring is only one of the few things that were announced. And that was even before E3 actually began.
Nintendo's our only hope. Nintendo is the final, is the born of fucking Gondor type.
Nintendo's the only hope. Aww.
And they are the last.
God, what did I miss?
Jeez, man.
Literally anything.
What was the last thing you saw?
Shit, I don't remember.
So, when is Nintendo? Tomorrow at, is it like 9 in the morning tomorrow?
Something. Oh, it was the
Is that what we're gonna
esports,
have to
whatever they were
reconvene,
talking about,
chat?
Street Fighter.
You didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I think that was the last thing.
That was it.
9 a.m.
Oh god, the next thing doesn't start for an hour?
Yeah.
What next thing?
I don't know, it says
All right.
something
9 a.m.
starting in
Pacific,
55
okay.
minutes.
All right,
Oh,
chat.
IGN
Well,
Summer of Game. I'm on their
you know
fucking
what? At
YouTube
least
channel.
we were here.
Is there an E3 there? I'm currently on Maximilian, dude, who's feeling my pain.
Is he just yelling and
He said the only thing. He said thank God for Elden Ring as something.
is the one saving.
And he's like, Nintendo's the only thing left that could save this.
Yeah.